Welcome back to my dining room. Again, I'm in this spot because it's a good, calm, quiet place where I can think and I can do my best work. As a matter of fact, after the last time we met, I worked in here and wrote a personal narrative because, again, that is what we're going to be focusing on for the next several weeks. And as I told you before, personal narratives are, and I will pull up our screen here so we can go through this. Oh, where did I go? Here I am. Okay. Okay, personal narratives. Personal narratives are a true story. It's not just a true story, but it's a true story about you, the person who wrote it. A personal narrative has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it tells the story in order. The first event happens first, then the second event, and so on. And it also has transitions. Very importantly, all personal narratives have characters, you being one of them, because it is a true story that happened to you. And a personal narrative also has a setting. And earlier, last lesson, I talked to you about setting. That is our key word today, because for the next few weeks, all of our personal narratives will be based on setting. Well, let's remind ourselves what a setting is. So I will go to this chart here and scale it down a little bit. A setting, let's see here. A setting is where and, oops, sorry about that. A lot of documents to show today. A setting is where and when a story happens. Now, I have a narrative that I want to share with you, a personal narrative that I just wrote, I just told you about. And the title of this narrative is Margie and the Tomatoes. Okay, and let's see if it has all those personal narrative characteristics we talked about. When I was 6 years old, my best friend was my neighbor, Margie Ramsey. Margie was very fun and could talk me into anything. She thought it would be a good idea to pick all of my parents' big, red, juicy tomatoes and throw them very hard against our wooden fence. We laughed as they splattered all over the fence. We stopped laughing when we heard my mom yell, "Leslie Ann, what are you doing?" I was in big trouble. Okay, now that narrative, and I'll go back here. As I said, the narrative needed to have a good setting. That is our focus today. Remember, setting is where and when a story happens. Well, this narrative, the where, was my backyard by the tomato plants. And the when of it happened when I was a kid, when I was 6 years old. Okay, now you're probably thinking, oh, Mrs. Middleton can just come up with any story anytime. She's an adult, she's a teacher. That's not true. All good writers have a hard time coming up with story ideas, and that is my job right now, to show you how we're going to come up with good setting ideas to help us come up with wonderful stories. All right, this is going to be something I'm going to have you do after I'm done with the lesson today. So let me grab another document, and this is something that, let's put that one away. Okay, all right. This is called a setting list, and it's very simple to make. All you need is a piece of paper, and notice you could do this by folding, or you could just do this with lines that you can draw. I made first a line down the very center of this paper. Then I drew a line going across the center of the paper going left and right. And then I drew another line here and another line here. And I ended up with 8 boxes. I'm not going to use all 8 now, but I might later. But notice what I put on this. This box is called Places to Play. This one is Places to Eat. This one is Places to Shop. This is Places to Go on Vacation, outdoor places, sports places. These are just ideas. You can come up with different places. But once you have this list made up, what you can do then, okay, let's do, what you can do next is fill it with places, settings. And let's pull this one up. Okay. Now, the settings that you're going to see on my list, oh dear, let's see. Sorry about this. Okay, found it. The settings that you are going to see on my list are settings that were important to me when I was a kid. So they may be a little different than yours. Places to play. So I thought about all the places I'd like to play when I was a kid, and I listed my house, my backyard, my friend's house, playground. Now, interestingly enough, when I was trying to come up with an idea for this writing I did today, I thought about all the different things that happened in my backyard, and that's how I came up with this story about this time with Margie and I in my backyard. Places to eat. Pizza Hut, Olive Garden, ice cream shop, mall food court. Places to shop, Target, the mall, Kroger, farmer's market. Outdoor places, Camp Tonaduna, that's a camp I used to go to when I was a kid. Jellystone Campground, my parents and I used to camp there. The lake. Vacations, we never went very far, but we would go to Kings Island or Chicago or to see family in Pittsburgh. Sports places, the Little League Park where I spent all summer long as a kid, the soccer field, basketball court. These are all very important places to me when I was a kid. Now, we're not going to go any further today. This is what our job was for today, to come up with a list of settings that that we can write about. And we're going to take this list and use it and go even deeper with it tomorrow. But for today, I want you to make take a piece of paper and make 4 boxes. Maybe a parent can help you if you can't do it quite on your own. Excuse me, not 4 boxes, 8 boxes, but it's going to be 4 on this side, 4 on this side. And you can look at mine: places to play, places to eat, places to shop, places to go on vacation. I will actually go ahead and send this out to families so that you'll have that. Please expect it by Wednesday, if not sooner. This is just to give you an idea of the different types of settings I chose. You can choose other titles for yours. But when we get back together on Thursday, we're going to use this to help us figure out how we can go deeper and come up with a good idea to write a good personal narrative. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm excited to see where we go from here. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you on Thursday. Thank you.